is going to be a little career oriented, and this is going to be all about how a cleft individual can ace their interviews, their professional journey, and how they can give their 200% whenever pursuing anything related to their career. My name is Tanya Mittal, and I myself gave a lot of interviews, and now I'm working with Google. And I also faced multiple rejections, but yeah, now here I am. And I'm also a fashion and lifestyle blogger. And few years back, I am also a cleft warrior, nothing special. And now I am representing face-to-face CleftCon, as you can see me behind me on the screen also. So, yeah. So today we'll delve more about how a person, an individual with cleft, can perform better, and whatever the issues they are facing, they face whatever the issues they face while going for an interview. So today I have 4 guests with me who all are working professional. Let's welcome Dr. Sunu Subramanian, a PhD degree in professional, a PhD degree holder in chemical engineering. And she's working as a scientific researcher. I also welcome Vinita Sanghvi from Bangalore. Vinita is working as a senior engineer manager in a multinational software company. Next, we have Sahil with us. And Sahil holds a BTech degree and now is working in Gurgaon as a network engineer in a private company. And lastly, we have Kevin. He has worked with Bentley Development Organization, and now he's working with SmileDrain itself. I wanted to ask all 4 of you. You all are working in different organizations today. So can you all share a bit about your professional journey and what are your approach towards interviews and how you take forward?
Hi everyone. First of all, I would like to thank SmileDrain for giving me the opportunity to be here. It has been a very overwhelming and amazing experience since morning. A bit about me, I am Vinita, and I was born with a unilateral cleft lip and palate. Talking about my professional journey, I have over 20 years of experience in the software industry. I started as an entry-level software engineer in 2003, right after completing my BTech. I was with IBM for 12 years, and right now I'm a senior engineering manager with STL Software in Bangalore. Coming to the topic of this panel discussion, which is acing job interview, I'll be very honest, I've not gone through many formal job interviews myself, apart from the ones which I gave in the beginning of my career. However, there have been numerous occasions where I had to present or introduce myself and my work in roundtable conferences. And I've also been taking a lot of interviews since past couple of years in the capacity of being a manager. And based on these experiences, my approach towards acing a job interview from the perspective of a cleft warrior would start with a very thorough preparation. What I mean is, we all have our domain expertise. Please prepare a bit about the organization, about the role. Practice answers to some commonly asked questions, and have mock interviews with your friends. That will help build your confidence. And for me, better confidence is directly proportional to a better speech. Even today, when I am nervous, my speech becomes more nasal and I can feel it. So it's very important to be confident when you go for a job interview. During an interview, speak slowly, offer to repeat yourself, and all of us have certain alphabets which we are not very clear with, at least I have. So when I say Xerox, right, I'll always do this so that people know what I'm talking about. So just write those words during an interview. And always take feedback. That's very important. That will help you identify your areas of growth. And for all you know, it might not even be related to Cleft, right? Um, yeah, before I end, I would just like to say that treat every interview as an opportunity to learn and grow. In case you get rejected in one, don't consider it as a setback. Keep giving interviews, keep practicing, and that will help build your confidence, and you'll be finally able to ace the interviews and get the job you desire. Thank you.
That's great. And as you said, Vinita, every interview is an opportunity. From that, I wanted to ask Sahil and Sunu that have you ever faced any instance of bias while going for an interview, and how did you handle those situations?
Hi everyone, எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். நான் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் தமிழ்லையும் கொஞ்சம் இங்கிலீஷ்லையும் பேசலாம். எனக்கு பின்னாடி நிறைய பேர் எனக்கு பார்க்க தெரியுது கொஞ்சம் போரிங்காக போகுதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஸோ அதனால நான் 2 லாங்குவேஜ்லேயும் அப்படியே 2 பேருக்கும் எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியிற மாதிரி பேசணும். ஸோ நான் பேசிக்கலாம் ஐம் ஃப்ரம் கேரளா. நான் கேரளாவில் படிக்க அதுக்கப்புறம் நான் சென்னை வந்தேன் ஃபார் மை மாஸ்டர். அண்ட் லாங்குவேஜ் பேசும்போது எல்லாருமே எனக்கு வந்து ரொம்ப வெல்கம் பண்ணாங்க. ஸோ இன் மை மாஸ்டர் ஐ had a bad experience with one of my professor. He was on, I won't say that it is his fault. It will be like he is illiterate on that. Even though he was educated, he was illiterate about few things. So he asked me the question like, how did you pass your final? I'm an chemical engineer. So how did you pass your engineering last year? Final viva. And he was thinking, okay, you got alteration from the person, also you got average mark and all. It was not the case. So I said, I have the confidence to say what I have learned and I can upload. So likewise, there I have faced an bias in like as per other children, he was not treating me. He was treating me as an ill. Later, I went for a job. There was no much issue. But when I am doing my PhD, I should thank my guide and my mentor, who is no more here. He died due to COVID. They both have supported me for every whatever. If there is a meeting, client meeting with any foreigner or within India people, like Indians, they will promote me. To know you go and talk to them. And that made me the confidence too. And even my parents. But one thing I can tell you, when the bias, what I have faced, like currently many of the people know that AI is developing. So when we have an interview on AI, like we are giving interview on AI, the computer will detect some word. So that, maybe that because of me, I couldn't clear. I had a dream of 2-3 companies, but I couldn't clear. So I felt in that way like when we need to think on how AI and like language one should come up. So that's what I want to tell. Thank you.
Sahil, you were also about to tell something about the biasness that you face. And with the biasness, I wanted to ask, have you developed your skills after facing any rejections or biasness with interviews? So have you done anything extra to sharpen your skills other than your textbook learning to ace the interviews?
First of all, thank you, Smile 10, that gave me opportunity to introduce myself here. I am Sahil Pada from Jammu and Kashmir. I had faced bias during an interview process. I am sharing with you life journey with you. I was looking for a job. I had given many interviews, but my technical part is very strong because I reached the final stage. But I got not selection and offer letter. One day I thought I called to HR. Then I talked to in informal way. Then she said, Sahil, you are a perfect job for this post. But one reason behind this, due to stammering, we can't go for this. I feel very low confidence, but I focus on my negative point, and I talk to in front of mirror, and talk to my friends, and talk to my families. Then I give the interview. Then I focus on my negative point. Then I give the interview. And one day was come and I was selected. And I informed you, please believe in yourself, like your skills, your experience, your talent, and what is personality matter, and focus on your strength. Every opportunity is a learning experience. And research the company. If you are giving any interview before you are research the company, and practice common question, asking for to like ask for common question to the interview, and mock interview. Give the mock interview with friends, with parents, and the mentor. This will help to increase your confidence. And post interview reflection, I will analyze my negative and strength point, and I will focus on my negative point, and then I prepare that I will do not mistake in my next interview. Thank you so much.
So as Sahil said, he identified his negative point and then focused on how he can sharpen his skills and how he can perform for interview again and again. So it's very important for us to practice and don't take rejections as a setback. Instead, take it as opportunity. And with opportunity, I wanted to ask Kevin if he faced any biasness or whatever stuff that you perform to sharpen your skills. To as you are currently working with Smile Train, what have you done to sharpen your skills?
Thank you so much.
अंदर तक जाएगा?
It's been overwhelming to be in this session about interview when my own organization is gonna ask is gonna look at me listening to my this thing session. But I'll be very honest. So my panelists have already answered that they all have face issues. So a normal person also face interview anxiety, but for a person born with cleft lip, we have to work harder, extra mile. So just like this, Dr. Sunu was saying that the AI cannot AI cannot capture whatever the word she was speaking, and Shahil was saying the stammering is against. So just like that, mine also, when I first started my professional journey, I was a pass out of this social sciences. I got placed, but then the organization just vehemently asked me like whether you'll be able to because you'll be the face of our organization. So do you think you fit into that? You know, making a person feel very uncomfortable with that kind of question. But no worries, I was rejected. But God has a better plan for us. So we try and God has better plan for us and keep much more better organization for us where we can work in. And then we should also, should not have anxiety or be depressed about it, but we should try better that if the other door is shut, then another one's opening. So just like that. And as we all know, Rome was not built in a day. It needs time. For me to come to Smile Drain also, it has been a long journey. And then I started with a bang by being rejected by organization. But then God has better plan for me by keeping me in. I started as a district coordinator in Manipur with Rekit Bankizer, Durex, the Birds and the Beanstalk, which is a great project. In fact, after that, during COVID, I climbed looking after 2 states, Mizoram, Manipur. So like that, you have to expose yourself to better and to enhance my skill. It is since now I was looking after Northeast, so I have to work with National Health Authority as a young professional. I have to improve my Hindi skills. So I watch a lot of Bollywood movies. So and then another is that I was Drishti IAS. So that their interview skills are really great. So these are the things that you can do as a person who's preparing to get a job. So these are the few homeworks that you have to do on within yourself, that you have to work on it. So and then. And apart from that, I was also joining other curricular activities like online speech competition. You know, I just signed up, I just joined, and then in fact, Book Club Infal was organizing it, and I won that title of online speech competition on World Teachers Day. So those are the curricular activities where you can expose yourself, and then within that, they will God will help you. As saying that God helps those who help themselves, we also have to try, and then God will also help us in giving better opportunity. That's what we
Can I take the mic? Yeah.
Great.
Currently, when he said about Ain't, the song I always listen when I'm sad. I think many people know that. ஒவ்வொரு பூக்களுமே சொல்கிறது வாழ்வென்றால் போராடும் போர்க்களமே ஒவ்வொரு விடியலுமே சொல்கிறது இரவானால் பகலொன்று வந்திடுமே நம்பிக்கை என்பது வேண்டும் நம் வாழ்வில் லட்சியம் நிச்சயம் வெல்லும் ஒரு நாளில் மனமே ஓ மனமே நீ மாறிவிட மலையோ அது பனியோ நீ மோதிவிட. Thank you. This is what I always listen. I think those who know the Tamil, they can understand like how much feeling that song is giving. I am thankful to everyone.
You sing really well. So
Thank you. No, actually, when he said about like we fail and we do achieve, so the song is about that. Whatever happens, like we should have a goal and we'll get that.
So, after this session, after these questions, I only have a last question. It's if you have any message here for the youngster who are about to face interviews and if about the anxiety they face before interview. Vinita, if you can ask that.
So it's what I would say is very natural to face anxiety before any interview, and it's not just for cleft, it's for anyone. For cleft, I agree. We have a higher degree of apprehension whenever we go for any interview. All I would say is, in addition to whatever I mentioned before, do a lot of positive self-talk. That's very important. That will help build your confidence. Exercise, meditate. It's very important to have a healthy mind and body, right? And as and when you approach interviews and you get more and more interviews, I'm sure those apprehension, those anxiety will go away. Just keep giving interviews. Don't compare yourself with anyone. Don't let cleft get on to you. It's a spiral of negative emotion if we start thinking about it. Consider cleft as your strength, not your weakness, and just go and ace any interview with a lot of self-confidence. That's all. Thank you.
This was indeed a very interesting conversation with all four of you. And I'd also like to say that apart from all the tips that we shared, being yourself is very important in any interview, be it for a job or in life. If you stay true to yourself, you'll achieve whatever you want. So
Yeah, it's like be honest, be real, be you. Yeah, this is the
And
That's
be
the mantra.
confident. Be confident in that.